Still remember sitting in my living room, watching someone's post about what they have achieved, the different adventures that they've been on, and to see how far they have come, and to see how now their life, their dreams was now realized. And I still remember feeling that feeling in my chest. You know that feeling that you feel when you're just feeling like a loser, feeling like, why is it not happening to me? I'm not ready yet, I guess. When I have the money, when I have the opportunity, when I finish my degree, when I finish reading this book, when I find out the thing about the research, when I lose my 10 pounds. And the truth is, we live our lives waiting for the moment where everything is going to align. And we wait for this moment in signs that we seek into things that will never be within our reach. We look at things that are based on fortune, based on somebody else's permission, based on a change of environment, based on a change of fate. When in actuality, the keys that were holding us into this mental jail all along was in our pockets. The truth is, we are postponing ourselves every single day, waiting for this moment that we can call our prime. And I remember within that week, as I was watching videos on YouTube, I remember hearing the words of the great Jim Rohn saying, why? Why not? Why not you? And why not now? Because the truth is, the answer is not in the what. It's not in the resources that we have, the environment that we're in. The truth is, it's in the how and the why. And if you have a strong why, you can bear any how. In this video, I want to talk to you about the reason why you are ready right here, right now, to take the step that will change your life in ways that you can never imagine. When I remember sleeping on my friend's mattress with no bank account because they had closed because I was on overdraft. When I had no job, 20 years of education, nothing to show for it, but someone who was broken, physically, mentally, financially. Someone who had no contact with 99.9% of the people that I met along the way. It is in those moments that I developed the why that kept me pushing. But your why is going to take different shapes as you navigate the chapters of your life. Sometimes the why is going to be a person. Sometimes it's going to be an emotion. Sometimes it's going to be a passion, a curiosity. Sometimes it's going to be a reaction. In this day and age, we always try to find the right advice to start, to do things. When in actuality, life is more messy than that. The process involves taking steps that don't make any sense as one step. But when you combine it with another step and another step and another step, it is what creates a masterpiece. As a masterpiece, as its shades and shadows, as you write the greatest book of your life, the greatest story of your lifetime, it will be made of moments where you write onto pages that you then scratch off, words that don't make any sense in a sentence but make great sense within a chapter, within the book of your life. And that is the part that stops us, postpones us, is to focus so much on one thing that we forget that life's journey is about the experience and the adventure that puts context, that puts a story and a narrative to everything that we go through. Like the favorite movie that we keep watching, that we love so much, waiting for the hero, for our favorite person to get their stuff together and to come back from the shadows. But it is those moments, not knowing, with no clarity. It is in those moments that that person developed their why. And they may have started because of one reason, but the reason why they kept going 5 minutes later and by the end of the movie is a different one. The person that you think you are now will not be the person you will be once you get started, and you will not be the same person when you are a chapter into starting. When I started lifting weight, I was in pain, unemployed over a year. That's all I had. I wanted to have something to focus during my days. I had a lot of anger, disappointment, and weights allowed me to push myself in ways where I could feel the pressure, the challenge, and I could feel myself overcoming it one rep at a time. But then as I evolved, I really connected with my mind. I really saw the limiting beliefs that I had with my ego. I really saw the limiting beliefs that I had with just everything. My identity, seeing myself as someone who never lifted any weights, as someone who was skinny, to now seeing myself as someone who was bigger, muscular. And each of those steps shattered limiting beliefs one at a time, and my identity evolved because I allowed my actions to combine with being present. And I stopped focusing on having something, having the right equipment, having the right gym membership, having the support of others, having compliments from other people to keep going. There are things that are called determining factors and things that are called contributing factors. And other people's opinion are not determining factors. You are the determining factor. Once you actually allow yourself to connect with that why, the why not you, and the why not now, you open up places within you of presence that connect you with why you must do what's in your heart right now. And the truth is, your heart is meant to go out there and express itself. But you are standing on your own path through your ego. And one of the greatest work that you can do in your life is to work on that ego. To work on that ego in ways where you become a vessel for what it is that is most important to you in that moment. To allow that inspiration, desperation to shine through you and not despite you. To allow yourself to carry the message that you want to express. The other day, I was making a video, and I remember how much in the past I was thinking about how I was looking at the camera, how I was making my words in one way versus another, how my shirt looked, etc., etc. And it took me away from looking at the message that I wanted to give. And that is the same thing. In your heart right now, you want to achieve something for your family. You want to achieve something for the little you that had big dreams. You want to achieve something for that voice in your head that wants more in your life. Not more because of possession, but more because you want to get busy living and not get busy dying. You know yourself that you have something in your heart when you're honest with yourself, when no one is watching. And that is the thing that leads you to your most limitless power that no one will ever take away. Something that can be taught in books, something that can be taught in anything, but through your experiences. And that feeling that you think you're done, that feeling that you don't want to do it anymore. But it is in those moments that hope is born, but hope that is so fiery and so passionate that it will carry you in the path that is really meant for you. One of the biggest problems that I've encountered in my nearly 40-year journey is to put people on a pedestal, to put opportunities on a pedestal. Because we see things on TV, we see people with their highlight reels, and we think that they're way ahead of us. But as I once saw in this video, you are 2 weeks behind. You have no idea how much potential you have, as is through your experiences, through the life that you've lived. But once you allow yourself to connect with the message and your why, instead of putting yourself and making this about you, the only thing that should be personal is the moment where you self-reflect and you feel those emotions to push you further, to turn them into the superpower that it can be. But everything from there should be about you allowing your curiosity, your exploration, your willingness to go out there and live and learn and make a difference, to shine, and to allow every experience, every encounter with other people to be a learning lesson, to be an asset instead of a liability. I remember when I first started investing, I was scared of losing $5, $10. But when I understood that this moment right now was the moment I needed to learn how to handle my feelings, my mental discipline, my emotional discipline, I looked at things in a different way. And those are the moments, because I was able to reframe it, because I stopped looking at other people on a pedestal, and I knew that that moment when I was investing $30 was the same mindset that I need to build if I was willing to build a portfolio of $1 million. And when I allow myself to be that person in the process, that is when I allow myself to grow, to open up places within me that I never thought were there. Your why will carry you through this season of your life, and you will be a different person once you take the next step and to the next step. This opportunity that you have right now may be the opportunity that leads you to the following opportunity, that is life. Trust the process, because you're right here, right now, the person that is ready to be in your prime right now. As always, wherever you are, wherever you come from, you're destined for greatness. Get busy living, not busy dying. Love.